What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how to run an out route versus off man inside shade leverage, okay? So we're going to be talking about another way that you can attack them. The simple way is just to say attack as leverage, but this is a different way that you guys can get separation with an open field crossover on like this 10-yard out route. So I hope this video gives you guys some value, gives you guys some ins and outs of just route running as a whole. Now, fellas, if you guys want the best wide receiver training package we have on our website, check out that very first link in the description for our ultimate wide receiver training bundle. What that's going to give you access to is a full month-long wide receiver gym training program and our technique route running, or not route running, our wide receiver Bible. So it's everything you need to know about the wide receiver position, all the way from catching all the way to blocking. So check out that very first link in the description, fellas. It's all the information we teach all in one place for you guys to study and for you guys to look over. Let's get started. So obviously we see that this route was very effective, made this DB fall down. So the main thing is that we got to understand why this worked, because when you got an inside shade DB, what's his goal? His goal is to force you to the outside. He wants to use the sideline as his help. He doesn't want to give up the inside. So usually in a real game scenario, when this isn't one-on-ones, he doesn't have help to the inside, right? There's nobody there. It's just him. His help is the sideline. So he's trying to force you out. So when we come off the line, this receiver does such a great job of attacking his outside shoulder, right? Because when you attack that DB's outside shoulder, he thinks, okay, perfect. I can just get hands on him. I can force him to the sideline. I can be right on his hips. It's all good, right? But that's where this open field crossover comes into play, because when you guys can get him to move off that platform and he starts drifting towards the right, I guess you could say in this case, he's starting to be vulnerable to the inside, right? Because if you threaten him to the inside, you attacked his outside shoulder. Like if you were to run an inside breaking route right here, this is exactly how you'd want to play it. You want to attack his outside shoulder, try to force his hips to turn out of there, and then bam, I'm back here on this post. But since we got an outside breaking route, this is a great example of how you guys can actually sell this open field crossover. So this crossover is just a simple 1-2. How you guys don't get confused is you guys want to think the side that you're going, we want to run an out route. I want to step with that foot first. So if I'm going to the right side on an out route, I want to step with my right foot first. It's a quick first step, and I'm pushing off of that step to throw myself back to the inside. A lot of people don't understand this concept. This first step that they'll take will not be explosive, and they won't push. They'll just take a step, then they'll take another step. They'll just go right, then left. You want to go right. You want to shoot that in the grass, and then you want to push to the outside. You actually want to throw your hip like we're doing a crossover. That's why they call this an open field crossover. Now, what ties into all that is this DB's not looking at your feet. So you want to step outside of his frame, but if you step outside of his frame and just remain square, or your shoulders and hips are going this way, one, it's going to feel like you're reaching with the cut, but two, you're not going to be selling anything because he's watching those hips. But you can't sell if you step inside of his frame. So you got to throw. That's the terminology I use. You got to throw your hip to the outside like a crossover, right? And you see how he almost turns his entire upper half? This is the position right here that's going to get a DB to jump, or going to at least get him to hesitate. And as you can see, stops his feet, he stumbles over himself, then we push up to the depth. Don't just round this thing off. Make sure you push to the depth, because that's where the quarterback expects you to be. Then I can accelerate on this route. This is a great job manipulating off-man coverage and knowing where to attack, knowing to attack that outside shoulder and giving him a move. What's another way you could have worked this is you could have just squared him up immediately off the line. Got him to keep his leverage, threaten him to the inside with your stem, make a break, push up to the depth, and then it's a foot race back to this spot. There's many different ways to run each route. There's many different ways to skin a cat. Let's watch this thing again full speed one more time. So great job hesitating, throwing that 1-2, getting this DB to stop his feet, then accelerating back out to that route. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. I always appreciate the feedback. And again, fellas, best wide receiver training package on our site. It's a full month-long gym program and our wide receiver Bible with all the technical points that we discussed about the wide receiver position in one place for you to study everything you need to know. Check out that very first link in the description for a discounted price. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.